Good evening and welcome to the return of the Radical Simracing World Cup live from Watkins Glen. I am James Parfitt. I'm going to be here guiding you through all the action this evening that I promise you will be absolutely incredible, with the death of the chicane and who is going to be dying there this evening. And we've seen Colin Wynn has put in chat that he believes there's going to be 5 deaths at the chicane this evening. Well, let's just see. But we are broadcast live on the JPB YouTube channel and using iRacing, the world's premier simulator. So we are here at Watkins Glen, or the Glen. Capacity 38,900, FIA Grade 2 circuit, and was opened in 1956. Former names for this circuit: Watkins Glen Grand Prix Circuit and the Watkins Glen International Speedway, before it changed its name to its current status, which is, of course, Watkins Glen International. Major events it holds: IMSA Sports Cars, NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Infinity Series, the ARCA Menard Series, and the GT World Challenge America. It did hold the Formula One United States Grand Prix from 1961 to 1980, and the IndyCar Series, known as Grand Prix at the Glen, from 79 to 81, 05 to 2010, 2016 to 2017, and of course the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series from 1996 to 2000 and the 2021. But we are here at the Grand Prix circuit with the inner loop and the chicane, the surface, asphalt and concrete. The length, 3.45 miles or 5.52 kilometers, turns 11, and the current lap record is 123.9166, held by Sebastian Bourdais in the Dallara DW12 2017 IndyCar circuit. So there we go. What an interesting night this is going to be, and I promise you guys, you're not going to want to miss this one. This is going to be absolutely incredible. So in the standings, currently we got Hugh Simpkins out in front on 103 points. Robert Williams in second on 95. Damien G in third on 84. Vigard Helland on 77. Graham Brown on 77. David Rolliston on 76. Maren Griegic on 72. Ole Stendrad on 66. Guy Robinson on 61. Miles Owens on 58. Sandra Capella on 55. Paula May on 51, Graham Brown on 51, Daniele Cascado, who is not here this evening. Big commiserations to Daniele. Had a mountain bike accident during the week and has damaged his shoulder and will miss a couple of weeks of the races. So unfortunately for Daniele, he's not going to be improving on that score. Gary Truby from BSR on 44, Colin Wynn on 40, Stephen Mellis on 40, and Didier Thurbo on 37. Further down, Jorge Martinez on 36, Paolo Brim on 31, Glenn Andre Christensen on 29, Earl Lateral on 19, David Harney on 19th, and Alphonse Ruiz on the HRT team, also there at the bottom. In the team championships, MJX Racing is on 174, Team GB on 127, Team Slow Mo Blue on 96, BSR on 83, Tiger Racing on 73, Team Slow Mo Purple on 66, Platinum Racing Team on 58, Essential Racing on 55, Two Brothers Racing on 50, EAD 13 with Didier Theobald is on 37, and HRT is down in 14th place. So there we go, guys. That's you all up to date with the current championship standings in the AMS. So much love for everybody who's here. Ivan Bramer, welcome in. Colin Wynn going 5 deaths. Yeah, one away last night. Maybe we could again. And Phil across the pond, as always, joining us. Thank you so much. KJ paints some beautiful cars out there today. There is. I feel you may have had something to do with them, young man. So that's impressive enough. But who do we think is going for the victory? The poll is in chat, and let us know. Graham Brown did take the victory last time out. Daniele Cascado in second, and Vigard Helland is in third. So we're going to be having 60 minutes practice, guys, and then we're going to be coming to 10-minute lone qualifying, and then a 30-minute race. The setup will be fixed, and the race start will be standing. Pit stops, no pit stops, fast repairs 1, and the fuel level will be determined by the fixed setup. Incident limit They've got 15 drive-through penalty every 15 incidents. So there we go. So they've got to really kind of, I would say be careful, but they've got a lot to play with here. Turn 1's probably about the only issue with off tracks, I think. We've got the deadly inner loop chicane, and I saw last night in the broadcast that it did cause some problems. Now, it shouldn't cause problems, but what I want to do is have a look here with Graham Brown. Okay, so Graham's riding the outside curve currently in turn 1, heading up through the S's. Now, this section isn't bad. It's full flat. There's no major issues coming around here at all, and you're going to pop it up into 6th gear, and away you go. Now, this is where the problem lies. They're going to dump down the curve, dump it down, take that curve there. Now, oh, hold it, hold it. Now, that inner curb at the beginning, okay, is not the problem going into it. Now, I want to have a look at Miles Owen's entry here as well, because Miles is currently up there in that area as well. The problem is 1 centimetre to the left of this curve, 1 centimetre to the right. Miles Owens takes a very much wider line and has struggled on exit there as well. And there are different lines through there. The problem is the drivers want to take that straight line. Now, what that straight line does is, as you go closer to the wall, you can straight line the first bit, you can hit that second curb exit on the left-hand side, and it will help you take the right-hander out of that exit. Now, the problem is with that is coming in through there can be very, very tricky. Now, you're either going to be, as I say, like Graham Brown's going to show us here, straight. He's taken a wider line this time. Didn't like that last time, took a wider line. And that's the fear for these drivers is if you go 1 millimetre to the left or 1 inch or 1 centimetre to the left, you are bouncing the rear end of that car. If you go 1 inch, 1 centimetre to the right, you're hitting the wall. So there's a lot that these drivers have got to think about currently at the moment. So, you know, they've got to be careful at this moment in time. So let's see how this all pans out, and hopefully it should all work fine for these guys as well. So hopefully we should be up and running and everything should be gravy for them and there shouldn't be any issues. But you know, as I say, that chicane is going to cause some problems, and they are going to be a little, and have got to be a little bit careful, because as I say, 1 inch either way, they're off. There's no chance of survival. It will be in the wall, and unfortunately for these guys, that will be the last place they want to go, because if they bounce them rear end and retires, good night Vienna. Good night Vienna. So they've got to be trying going straight in here. Oh, Damien G took a wider line now. It's that bravery, I think. It's the bravery of having the stones almost to pick it up and go for it, because it is tough, and you know, there's a lot riding on this, and you know, especially with the likes of Damien G, especially the likes of Robert Williams. Hugh Simpkins is not in the session at the moment either, so Hughes is currently leading, but not in the session. It could be an early night for me. Come on, Colin, you've got this. Optimism, mate, all the way, buddy. I've got you. Come on. Glenn Andre Christensen is unfortunately out. He's just left a message, says, so I'm out. My computer just died and I can't get it going again. So that is the end of Glenn Andre Christensen this evening, which is such a shame. I do love Glenn and the good old team, the Slow Mo Boys as well. So unfortunately, Glenn is no longer taking part. As he said, his computer has died, and he's not going to be able to get it ready but before the end of qualifying. So we have lost Daniele Cascado to a mountain bike accident. He has damaged his shoulder. He will be out for at least a couple of races. So unfortunately there, Daniele is not going to make it. And now we've lost Glenn there as well with computer issues, should we say. So I have faith in Colin Wynn, and I'm hoping he'll be able to do it. I really do. Colin, I've got faith in you. Come on, buddy. You've got this evening. You've just got it. All right? So let's see if we can get it. Damien G, I think everybody's going to be trying a line through here at the moment, and that isn't... Yeah, see, Damien's kind of taking that very wider line, but the car is on track, so it's a difficult one. No, Glenn is out with PC issues. Yeah, Teo, no, unfortunately, that's bad news for him. But get well. Daniele as well, yeah, absolutely. Daniele Cascado out currently as well. So we are going to be going into qualifying very, very shortly here, and they were just waiting for the sessions to move forward. Hopefully these guys will be able to really put it in this evening, and I'm looking forward to this. I really am. No faith. I've got faith, Mr. Wynn. I've got faith. Go out, qualify pole, get the job done, and then that way I haven't got to worry about you. Come on, you've got this. So let's see if we can get Sandro Capella up through the standings, and hopefully he'll be able to do the job as well. As we know, Sandro's reputation for having broadcast race issues is, you know, second to none. It is a continual thing, unfortunately, with Sandro, that I'm hoping he will resolve. So let's just see how that one pans out for him on there. So Sandro, do the job, buddy. You've got this. Come on. We are going in to the 10 minutes open qualifying, so let's just see how these guys pan out, and hopefully they will be able to do the job this evening and go out there and smash it. I think that's going to be the important thing for these guys, is they've got to go out there and absolutely smash this tonight. I think all of these drivers have really, really got to get this going, and I'm so hoping that they do, and I'm so hoping it's like an absolute barnstormingly clean race, that everybody gets points and just people, yeah, they go out and just do a job, and that's what I'm looking for, I think, tonight. I think they're going to go out and smash this, and I'm hoping that they do. So let's see how they get on. So yeah, come on, they've got this. Right. Times will going to start rolling in very, very shortly, guys, as well. So just stay tuned for that one, because you're not going to want to miss this. This is going to be incredible, and hopefully it will all go well for these guys this evening, and everything goes nicely to plan. So let's see how they get on, and see how they go. They've got this, I'm sure they have. Sure they're going to go out and smash it, and I'm sure they're going to do an absolute stellar job. So I have complete and utter faith in these. Hey James, how are you? I'm very well, Mr. Peoples. Thank you so much. Much love. I hope you're doing well. Graham Brown is currently flying as he's coming down into the right-hander at the bottom of the hill. That is obviously down into the hill. And then we're going to go up to turn 9, which we've aptly named the ankle this evening. It's been the ankle for a while. Why? Because you generally roll it and spin it. So there you go, as you do your ankle. And then he's going to be coming down into 10. Good luck all. I'm off. Oh, bye, David. Take care, bud. Graham Brown, purple in sector 2, green across the board after that. Let's see what Graham can do. I think the times are going to be coming rolling in thick and fast. G jumps pole. Capella in second. Let's see where Brown jumps in as well. Wynn's got pole. Colin Winner's got pole position. Come on, Colin. As he goes across the line, Alphonse Ruiz, Vigard Helen, they are all making moves as well. There's going to be a lot of movers and shakers over this next part as well. David Rolliston coming across the line. What is he going to be able to do? Can Colin Wynn hold pole position here this evening as Rollo goes across the line into 6th place? Gary Truby, Mileston. Glenn's back on track. Glenn is back on track, so hopefully Glenn's computer is up and running. So good luck, Glenn. You've got this. Come on, buddy. Hopefully his computer will hold out, and he will be able to carry on. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. Glenn Andre Christiansen back on track, everyone. Give it a bit, yeah, in chat, because I've got a funny feeling this is going to be absolutely incredible. Robert Williams is out on track as well. Currently not setting the time in tyre alight. He's going a little bit through the back end around the outer loop as we travel down in through chute as well. So let's see how he gets on this evening. I'm hoping he does an absolute stellar job. I think that would be absolutely incredible. David Harney, again from Team Slowmo, is going across the line as well. He's setting the time in tyre alight. He's got purple in the middle sector. Oh, Wynn's gone back. Wynn has gone back into pole. Harney's taken pole on a 140.053. So Harney there as well on pole position. Colin Wynn in second, Brown third, May fourth, Capella fifth, Brown sixth. It's Graham, both Graham Browns, mind you. However, one of them should have a H in his name, and not quite sure why he hasn't. There's an E on the end of this as well, I believe. No, they are literally Brown and Brown. I thought there was an E, but there's not. It's just literally Brown and Brown. What are my expectations for today? I think Paul LeMay's just gone on to pole from David Harney, Gary Truby, Colin Wynn, Graham Brown, Sandra Capella. Williams is down in 13th. That's never good. Marin Grigic's just popped it into second. So I've got this funny feeling that if there's an improvement, it's going to be around that mid-pack. I think Graham with an H here, Graham Brown, is worse. I got two Graham Browns and I got them both in the same team, Team GB. So this is going to be interesting. Harney's setting the time in towers of light again. He's going purple in sector 3. So I think Harney's going to be on for an improvement here. I'm hoping that as best as he can as well, he's going to go out and smash this, because he's coming around that last fateful time 11. Now currently sitting in third place. I think this is going to be a pole lap, you know. I think this is going to be a pole one. Oh, Brown's got him. Harney's got it back. 139.537. Spot on the money there, James. He's got a pole lap. David Harney there as well. Paul LeMay is purple in sector 2 as he's coming around 12. He's got green. He's got yellow in the middle though in sector 4. Let's see what Paul LeMay can do as he goes along. Boss the tower up. What have you got on the board? He's got pole again on a 139.499. Swapping backwards and forwards all the time. Paul LeMay, David Harney, Graham Brown, Marin Grigic, Gary Truby, Colin Wynn, David Rolliston. So there's got to be some improvements on the board currently at the moment. Williams has got 2. What is he going to do across the line? He's green across the line. Is that going to move him up? No. No, it has not. Your Sky second at the moment is down in 15th place. Ouch. But Graham Brown here with a H. There's 1, 2, and 3 are green. What can he do across the rest of it as well? Don't forget, guys, while you are here, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the bells for notifications. Give the video a big old thumbs up. That would be absolutely amazing. Yellow in sector 4. Sandra Cabella is going to finish before him, but he's completely yellow. So is Damien G. Colin Wynn's going a little bit faster in sector 2 and 3. Can he bang this any further up the order than he already is currently at the moment? What is Graham Brown going to do? He's green in the last bit. Oh, he's taken pole. Graham Brown has got pole on a 139.397 and then just runs completely wide, so he's not going to improve on that one. But a 139.397 from Graham Brown is currently put him into pole position. So let's see how this one pans out as well. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. It's going to be an absolutely incredible. He's got that. There's the exit on the second one he needs. Okay, I can see what you're up to. I think you got this. His Team GB teammate, the other Graham Brown, without the H, is coming around turn 11. So he's got 2 greens, 2 yellows currently at the moment. Williams has jumped up into 14th. Slight improvement on his time. Brown's up to 7. Okay, okay. Brown's up into 7. What can Mellis do? Mellis is currently down in 18th. Oh, that's never good, taking that much on the inner curb. Oh, I know. No. No. You can't take that much curb and expect a different result, unfortunately. On that exit, you need to be a little bit smoother there as well. So hopefully Stefan Mellis will tidy that up. But the grid is up now for race 1. Graham Brown in first, Paul LeMay in second, David Harney in third, Colin Wynn fourth, Maren Grigic fifth, Gary Truby sixth, Graham Brown, the other one in Team GB without the H, is in seventh, David Rolliston eighth, Sandra Capella ninth, Alphonse Ruiz is down in 10th, Miles Owens 11th, Glenn Andre Christensen is in 12th place, Damien G 13th, Robert Williams 14th, Paolo Brem 15th, Guy Robinson 16th, Vigard Helen 17th, and Stefan Mellis down in 18th place. Well, get your predictions in, guys. Get your predictions in. The poll is going to end in about the next 5 minutes. I'm going to end the poll in about the next 5 minutes. So let me know what you think here this evening. Just waiting for Maren Grigic and poleman Graham Brown to get on to the championship standing on the grid. There is Graham there. Right, here we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And the arms are underway. There's big moves at the back for one of the team slow-mo drivers there. Graham Brown got very off the line very slowly. Paul LeMay got second place currently as well. Colin Wynn is in fourth at the moment. Gary Truby running very wide, taking an off track early on. But then again, why wouldn't you? Absolutely, if you can keep that position, you might as well take that first off track that you're going to get. Run well wide into turn 1 and give you an absolute barnstorming run over David Harney, going up into the bus stop for the very first time this evening as well. Your gainers will be on the right-hand side of your timing tower. There you go. Everybody in the front 4 stayed as they were. Truby, Grigic, Rolliston, Christensen is up 4. G's up 4 as well. So they're making absolute gains through the field. Is this man Damien G? And further up from him is Glenn Andre Christensen is trying to catch on to the back of David Rolliston at the moment. Guy Robinson is in the mix. He's got the Graham Brown behind him as well. Rob Williams has just made that move past Stefan Mellis and now got to try and get on his bike a little bit because at this moment in time it's not going well for Williams. Second place in the championship, down in 16th. He's got to put the laps in, otherwise he's going to struggle. Miles Owen, however, Owens here from Platinum Racing Team. Oh, Vigard's going to send out the inside. Vigard Helen in the inside. They're going to be too wide. There was a movement in about Sandra Capella. He's unfortunately gone off, and Miles Owens manages to hold on the position from Vigard there currently at this moment in time as well. So we'll have to see how that one pans out. But Sandra Capella is down the back of the order. He's trying to come back through, back into the mix, I suppose, as he's just dropped down. And I'm going to very much show you what has happened to Capella as he's coming down into turn 8, into the heel. He's going to lock his brakes. He's going to go straight on. Oh, no, there was contact. That's Paolo Brem. Paolo Brem and Sandro Capella come to contact, and Brem sent it on the inside, and unfortunately he has now gone into down into 17th. Brem's moved up to 14th, and Alphonse Ruiz is in the pits. So Graham Brown absolutely barnstorming this away currently at the moment. Paul LeMay there as well in front of David Harney, Colin Wynn and Gary Truby. What can Truby do with Wynn? Team BSR versus Moving Matters. Wynn was well unlucky last night, like I'm not gonna lie, right? Colin Wynn was so unlucky in the series we looked at last night, and oh, Grigic nearly put his back end into his front end into the back of Gary Truby. And that's not going to work out best for anyone, apart from the fact that they both might end up in the pits. Grigic here as well, tidying up from the MJX Racing team. Going into turn 9. Get it turned, son. Get it turned. Get on the gas. On you go. Here we go now, running around turn 10. The left-hander got to line it up, lift and line. Barry. And away he goes. Gary Truby running slightly wide again. They're really on to maintaining this position. But Glenn Andre Christensen here right up the back of David Rolliston. This is going to be the move down into turn one now. We're going to be pulling out with Christensen on the right-hand side. Here we go. It's going to be side by side coming into turn one. Christensen made it simples. Simples. Absolutely there. Gary Truby's managed to hold on to this position currently in fifth. But I tell you what, here he comes. Marin Grigic trying to run him around the outside line into the chicane. Here we go. Currently, Grigic is going to have this job done. Truby's going to pick up behind him again. Truby's going to run in slightly. He's got a straight line. He's got a better exit. Truby's got the better exit and is going to be looking at trying to take that position. Oh, he couldn't make it thick. I thought if he could have just pulled out and tried to open the door up for himself a little bit, he might have had an opportunity. Williams is trying to catch up to the back end of Brem. He needs to be clearing these cars so much quicker at this moment in time because he's only got 25 on the clock at the moment. And if he doesn't, he's going to really, really struggle to make an impact on this race. So Williams needs to get clear. That's it. Be all and end all, son. Stick your foot on that loud pedal and give it some, because otherwise you're not going to make an impact here this evening. So we have to keep an eye on this. Glenn Andre Christensen is in 7th, chasing down Gary Truby from BAR. Vigard Helland is trying to come through as well. He's chasing down Miles Owens. Let's see how this one pans out. Graham Brown's got the percentage of the votes. Capella on the podium for sure. Grigic, Capella and Rolliston, 1, 2, 3. Just my folks. Well, you might struggle on that one, mate, because Grigic's down in 5th. Capella's down all the way down in 17th. Jesus. And Ron is currently in 8th, so let's see how that one pans out. Christensen has got Truby here and Rolliston tucked up right behind him. Glenn's got to do something. Oh, don't go too wide, Truby. Truby slotted in, that's allowed Rollo though to come up on the outside. Here comes David Rolliston. They're going to too wide the chicane. They're going to Truby again with a better line through, but Rolliston's got the exit speed and keeps ahead of him going round the outer loop now as they drop down into chute. This is going to be one of these battles here. Now I'm interested to see what the BSR boys are going to do. I got this funny feeling they're going to be wanting to get Damien G through this, because G of course is sitting 3rd in the championship at the moment. Gary Truby's a little bit further down. Williams is tucked up right behind Brent now. Can he make this move forward? Only time will tell. But Christensen and come on. Now I've got another one. Can somebody ban that, please? Christensen has got Rollo right behind him there. Rollo's got Truby and G. Lap 4 of about 23 minutes on the clock. And currently, Graham Brown is in 1st place. He's got a 1.5 second gap over Paul LeMay. Colin Wynn has got a minute in front. He's got about 2.4 in front and 1.5 behind. So Colin Wynn now is sitting quite comfortably at the moment. However, Hane is closing, and he's closing at a rate of knots. Damien G is now closing all over his BSR teammate Gary Truby. Truby's going to lift and allow him through. That's got to be G trying now to pull that car forward, because I tell you what, Truby is not slow, and Truby doesn't want to be stuck there any longer. Williams still can't clear Brem and is not making an impact. That is the story at the moment. Reported past 36. Thanks, man. If we got, you know, you can get rid of it, that would be nice as well. That's lovely. Oh, Truby's hit the wall. So, there we go. Hopefully that's all managed to get that sorted out. But Truby tapped the wall there. Doesn't look like he's got any damage currently at the moment, but he did hit the wall, did Gary Truby. I heard it in my ears. Graham Brown, Guy Robinson, Gary Truby, Damien G, all the way up to David Rolliston with Glenn Christensen in front as well. Not a mod and don't know how to. Oh, okay, hold on. There you go, bud. You're a mod. Just remove it, delete it, block it, whatever you need to do with him. So, Rollo here. 7th at the moment, up 1. Christensen up 6. Christensen is up 6. I'm going to have a look at a green flag from Glenn Andre Christensen's point of view, because clearly he absolutely barned it. There you go. He's gone. Oh, he's got past 1, 2. He got 4 by the end of the first run up the hill. So Glenn Andre Christensen here just sitting nice and comfortably where he was at the moment, has made absolute massive gains, and I think that's so impressive as well. So fair play to Glenn Andre Christensen, up 6 currently at the moment. Vegard Helland has got Williams right behind him, and there's a reason for that, and this is the reason. Oh, he's hit the outer grass. He hit the outer grass, and it's just no coming back for that one from Vegard currently at the moment as well. That's a one-way ticket to the barrier. David Hane has passed Colin Wynne. David Hane got past Colin Wynne. Colin did get him back, and unfortunately has lost the position again there as well. But Vegard is on the back of Williams. Williams currently on a 141.17 was his last lap. Vegard on a 140.53. So there's a massive gaps there as well. Rollo is still in the action with Damien G. Hane still got Wynne. Come on, Colin. Is he going to be able to get this up from here? I'm going to be openly optimistic. Oh, Colin's got the run. Colin carried so much more speed than Hane up the hill. Here we go. He was in chat earlier on, Colin said he might be up for an early bath, but I don't think so. Don't run him too wide. Hane's not going to back off. Wynne is not going to back off, buddy. He's got to try and pick him up. Can this be Colin Wynne's move round the outer loop? He needs to really kind of try and pull in that draft there, because oh, he tried to get on the gas a little bit early. The car went a little bit slidey. I'm wondering, you know, if Hane's starting to lose tyres a little bit here, mate, because he's having a good old slide. Colin's looking after his boots well, I'm not going to lie. We're going to stay on board with this one as they come round down into turn 1. Close in. This is going to be Wynne's opportunity. Wynne's got the run. He needs that inside line. Can he get the... No, he's carrying the outside again. The side by side. Colin Wynne's on the left. Is he going to be taking this too wide in there? He's trying. They're trying. Wynne. Oh, stellar move from Colin Wynne. He got the job done over David Hane. Run him too wide, and that's put Marin Grigic right up behind Hane as well. Damien G still running with Graham Brown, David Rolliston and Graham Brown right behind him. Gary Truby's dropped down the order. That's not the reason why. I'm starting to wonder whether or not Gary's got damage because of that wall tap on the right-hand side at that very corner, mind you. And this is what happened to Gary, but I couldn't see anything drastically. It looked like he just ran wide and did that. But he seems to be dropping down the order here, and It's taken a plunge. Vigard Allen 14th, and Robert Williams is in 15th as well. They haven't had a coming together, so I'm quite surprised about what's happening to them. Now, this is your battle for third place. Wynn, Hane and Grigic. What is going to happen? Let's see what the predictions are likely to be doing here as well. Wynn needs a good run. He needs a good run out of this turn to try and keep Hane behind him. And he's got it as well. It looks like Hane could be under pressure from Grigic. Oh, is he going to hold this now? Colin just needs to get into that corner. This is going to be so tough for these guys here. There they are, they're going to come racing down right at us. Hane's going to be looking at making a move up the inside. Is he going to get the job done? He is. Win that. Well, I was going to say let him through. I'm not entirely sure if he did or not. Collins now just trying to get a look at coming back through on him again and see if he can catch him into the down that long straightaway. I think he's got the run. Hane's in third. LeMay is in second. Well, up the road, gone. Basically about 5.5 up from that. Graham Brown's got 2.6 up from that as well. Truby's entered into the pits. I do wonder if that was caused by that issue out against the wall. What can Wynn do? Can he? I don't know if he's close enough, you know. He's about 3 tenths out. 14 on the clock left. Here we go. No, hold station for one more lap. Keep it on track, that's all you really need to do there, and that's going to be where the decider's going to be. That one there, they've got to try and keep it on track to make sure that they can really maximise their point scoring this evening. Glenn Andre Christensen still in 6th place. Rolliston has now got Graham Brown right behind him. Damien G got past David Rolliston. Good job from Damien with 13 on the clock. And we're going to be looking at the Hane Wynn battle very, very shortly and see how these guys have got on. They're coming down currently into the right-hander of 8 at this moment in time. Here we go. Rolliston, G. Round turn 11 we go, and onto the start-finish straight. G tightened up that corner. He tightened up, he pulled the car to the right-hand side. And now Rollo's going to be looking at closing up this gap here. If he can make this exit on turn 1, he's going to have a right proper banging run at him up that hill. And I tell you what, he did. He got the run. There's Graham Brown behind us. There's Damien G in front of us. Gap's currently out at about 3.6 at the moment. Is he going to get this? He's not close enough. It's just not close enough. Brem's had an incident, he's back in the wall. Williams is up into 13, Vigard Helen 48 to 12. Vigard up 5 at this moment in time, so Vigard there flying up 5 positions currently at the moment. So Miles Owen's been getting onto the back of these guys very, very slowly. Vigard is now closed right up onto the back of Robert Williams. Not Robert Williams, Guy Robinson. Paolo Brem. Turn one? No, is that the end? Yeah, it is one. Oh. Unlucky Paolo Brem is in the pits. Alphonse Ruiz is a lap down, but Vigard Helen is not letting Guy Robinson get away, and I'm expecting Vigard to be making this move. Round 10 they go, dropping down into 11 now. Vigard behind it in the team slow-mo. Guy Robinson in front of that as well. Little love tap on the wall from Vigard. Not going to be turn one. Is it going to be turn one? Oh, Robinson doesn't put up a fight. If Helen could stop that car, he's got that move. He's picking up enough track because, you know, why not, right? Robinson's trying to come up through the inside of the S's. Vigard slotted behind him. Follow his line, and the gap's going to close for you again, sir, as you pull in that draft. He's not close enough. He's not close enough going into that chicane. And unfortunately, they've not got the job done. Rolliston has got Brown and Miles Owens. Owens now from Platinum Racing Team up one into 10th place. Let's see how these gaps evolve. But all the while, we're looking at this. This gentleman is in first place. So Graham Brown here. Goes across the line. Currently on a 1:39.67 is best. 1:40.52 is his last lap time. There we go. I've figured out why that is now. So, we're going to have cars going across the line currently in Mellis in 15th. All right. Graham is just out in front, just clearing off down the road. Gap of about 5 seconds. 43-second gap to Mellis. Miles Owens going to be looking, pokes his nose out on Graham Brown. So David Rolliston has dropped a little bit further back currently at the moment. Graham Brown. Miles Owens right behind him at this moment in time. Rolliston's in the pits. David Rolliston is in the pits. You know what? Jingles, right? I can see what you mean. And I'm not quite sure why that's even stopped. Because there shouldn't be any reason why that has stopped and not popping out, and I don't understand. There's nothing deselected apart. Well, there's just nothing deselected, full stop. That's so bizarre. How weird. What I will do, I'll bring it up like that. That's their last lap times currently at the moment, and I'll shorten their initials down for you to the last 3 letters so you can still see. I'm not quite entirely sure why that stopped working. Mellis is in the pits as well. So Stefan Mellis there, not having a good run currently at the moment. Cheers. No worries about it. As I say, I'm completely lost as to why it's not doing it, considering it should be. So here we go now. Miles Owens, Graham Brown, David Harney has also got close as well. He's got Colin Wynne closing up. Colin Wynne is closing on to the back of David Harney. 5 on the clock. What can Harney do here? Can he defend? Colin Wynne looks like he's got a little second bite of the cherry here. Coming in around turn 7. This could be Wynne's chance, you know. Is he going to grab this podium? He was saying to me that he doesn't like this circuit. He was in chat earlier on saying how much of a, well, you know, he was looking at possibly having an early night. So let's see here what Wynne can do. What can Colin Wynne do now? 4:39. Can Colin Wynne get this position back? Here he goes. He's in prime position. He's going to be taking this. He's going so much more speed. I wouldn't want to be running that outside line, though, mind you. Oh! Harney got a little bit out of shape. This is going to be a fight, these guys up front now as well, because Wynne has not only got that, he's got Maren Grigic tucked up right behind him at the same time. Could this bring in as well Team Slow-Mo's Glenn Christensen? They're going to have about another 2 laps, I would have thought. Who do you reckon's going to get this, guys? Is it going to be Harney's third? Is it going to be Wynne's third? Is it going to be Grigic? Is it going to be Christensen? Here we go. Oh, keep it out of the wall, Colin. Colin Wynne running down into turn 1, 251. They're going to be this one and one more. The thing is, he carries so much speed going up here, does Colin Wynne. He almost cannot overfill. He kind of pulls out on the break of the corner, and he needs to be pulling out where he kind of is now, and he's got to get this run through this chicane to stay close, because he's not going to get. The problem is Harney seems a little bit more quicker than him through that last little sector. And especially as they're going to be coming up, taking the white flag lap very shortly. Wynne's dropped back. He's now dropped into the hands of Maren Grigic. It's dropped into the hands of Maren Griegic, sending in. Maren Griegic just sending it on the inside of Colin Wynn. That's going round into turn 8. Wynn's now running the outside, sorry, down into 7. He's now running the outside line into turn 8. Oh, he's got his nose chopped off. No, Christensen's coming through as well. Oh, Colin. Can Wynn, and now what is Wynn going to be able to do from here? He's not going to get up now, I don't think. Graham Brown, we are going to be on the last lap of this race. There is Barney waving frantically. He managed to do it again this evening, so well done to him. I think this is it. I think this is going to be as it is. I don't think Colin is going to be able to make an improvement. He's just got to try and keep Glenn Christensen behind him, and that's not going to be easy going into this line. Unless Colin can make it past Griegic going into the chicane. Be brave. Oh, Colin. Oh, he's just not getting it. He's not getting that run. Graham Brown, Miles Owens there as well. Poor Colin Wynn has got Glenn Andre Christensen climbing right up behind him. So there we go. That's going to be it. Graham Brown is going to take this victory. Graham Brown comes across the line to take the victory. Paul LeMay in second place. David Harney in third. Maren Griegic got Colin Wynn there as well. Glenn Christensen behind him. Damien G behind that. Miles Owens behind that. So there we go. Vigard Helen comes across the line. Capella comes over the line as well, all the way down into 13th place. Stefan Mellis behind that in 14th. So, and then Rolliston down there. What happened to David Rolliston? Can't see anything that happened to David Rolliston. Nice driving, Team Slow-Mo. Colin didn't quite get it done this time around, unfortunately, but David Harney did. So let's wait for Rollo to come out and we'll get the grid. So David Rolliston comes across the line, and I'll show you up the final standings. Graham Brown, Two Brothers from Team GB, sorry, took the victory. Paul LeMay in second from Two Brothers Racing. David Harney in third. Maren Griegic fourth. Colin Wynn in fifth. Glenn Christensen in sixth. Damien G in seventh. Miles Owens eighth. Graham Brown in ninth. Vigard Helland in 10th. Guy Robinson in 11th. Rob Williams in 12th. Sandra Cabela 13th. Stefan Mellis 14th. David Rolliston 15th. Paolo Brum 16th. Gary Truby 17th. And Alphonse Ruiz all the way down in 18th place. So there you go. What another absolute barnstorming finish here this evening as well. Don't forget, guys, we have got the pros coming up for you very, very shortly. I'm just going to give a quick interview and a quick chat to the overall victor this evening in Graham Brown. Graham, how are you, sir?
Hi, James. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Mate, I'm all right. I love having a chat to you when you've taken victories.
Yeah, well, funny enough, so do I.
Yeah, I bet, mate. You've smashed it again, bud. Got out in front, pulled away, job done, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, kind of. Paul was pretty rapid behind me, so I was just looking at the gap and it just wasn't going anywhere. So I thought, I wanted to save some tyres and calm it down, especially through the bus stop. And he was just there, and then a couple of laps I sort of like pushed a bit more, got a little bit of time. And then I think towards the end, either his tyres was going off or he was just coasting it to the line, making sure he didn't throw away P2, because I was doing exactly the same when the time wasn't coming down. But yeah, fair play to Paul. He was pretty rapid, and I think David as well in quali, he was damn quick as well.
Yeah, it was. It was an interesting fight, to be fair, because once Hane, Grigic, Wynn, Christensen all got together, they kind of all held each other up, which is a little bit of a shame. But that's, you and I both know, mate, that's racing. Unless you're in clean air and you're fighting with other people, you're going to be a little bit slower anyway. But overall, Bud, stellar race, checkered flag, from green to checkered. What more could you ask for?
Exactly. Yeah, got 2x, so I could have asked for 0x, but yeah, that was my bad.
Now you're just being really picky on yourself there, buddy. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to hold high standards.
Yeah, you do, but I won't worry about a 2x, mate. I'm quite a few of them got one at the start, I think, because there was a lot of people taking that little exit route to make sure they held the positions they were in. But look,
right, yep.
Overall, Bud, an absolute stellar evening of racing, and we didn't catch much of you, to be fair, mate. You were up, gone, and left us to it. But we go on to Fuji International Speedway. What do you reckon?
No idea. I've got to download that one as well.
Oh, blimey.
So I've got a lot of work to do in the next couple of weeks.
Mate, you're going to have to get your boots on, I'll tell you that much, because I think that, that's going to be an absolutely epic race. Now, look, is there anyone you want to give a shout-out to before you leave the booth this evening?
I've got to give a shout out to Glenn Fiddick for making damn fine whiskey.
There you go. That'll do. Thank you, Graham Brown. Much love to you. And look forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Right, we'll bring in Paul LeMay. Paul, who finished in second this evening. Paul, how are you?
I'm not so bad, thanks, James.
Good. Good race?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Pushed as hard as I could. Laps 4, 5, and 6, and I kind of knew I was beat, so I just had to settle in and just try and build a gap back to David. But congratulations to Graham. He did an absolute blinding race.
Yeah, mate, he was flying, wasn't he? I think that was absolutely barnstorming from Graham, and got away and unbelievable. But let's not take nothing away from yourself, mate. You know what I mean? You got second place. You did the job overall more than you had to. And look, points are points, right? Yeah,
absolutely. I'm over the moon with second. I always aim for top 5. To get second is really good. Hopefully we can keep on a bit of a roll.
Well, Fuji next time out. What do you reckon?
Is it Fuji or is it Mid-Ohio?
No, Mid-Ohio was last night. Fuji is tonight.
Okay. Yeah, it's not one of my favourite tracks, but I'll get the practice in and see what I can do.
Well, if there's any consolation, Graham Brown's got to download it. So, you ain't even got it at the moment, mate. So there's the opportunity there. Right. Get some laps in. Paul, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before you leave the booth this evening?
Only you guys for doing a stellar job.
Thank you very much, mate. Much love, as always, buddy. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time out.
Hopefully, mate. Take care.
Take care, mate. Right, last interview for this evening is David Hane. David, how are you, young sir? Third place. That looked nice and straightforward, wasn't it?
Yeah, but not too bad. Had a couple of good fights in the bus stop, but all in all, a good race.
Yeah. Dude, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, that'll do. But I almost considered putting it in wall so I didn't have to do this. So
you didn't have to do this anyway. You could have just not done it. But look, overall, I'm glad you have, mate. Stellar third place. Fuji International Speedway next week. How do we feel?
Yeah, I've never driven it, so I don't think I'll be all the way up there, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, bud. Well, give it your best shot. Look, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before you leave the booth this evening?
Joachim Schroeder. Anton, he's win next race.
All right, mate. Awesome. No worries, buddy. Well, you take care, and we look forward to seeing you on the 28th.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Right, guys, that rounds out this broadcast from this evening. I think you admit it was an absolutely stunning race. Looking forward to seeing what the pros can do. But, guys, all is left for me to say this evening is take care, have a great week, and hopefully we'll see you over with the pros. Good night.